that takes us to where we are today with Belichick, Robert Kraft, Tom Brady. And your point that you made, or your theory, is one that I've seen, espoused. I think yesterday was Joe Thomas, the former NFL player.
I'll take that. I'll hang out with Joe.
I believe it was Joe. He's done a great job as an analyst. Really witty guy and a very smart football man, and like a rocket tackle for all those years with the Browns. And I have said it this week on radio here is, there has long been a characterization, especially in local talk circles, that Bill Belichick wants to win a championship without Tom Brady, prove that he can win one without Tom Brady. And, again, that's taken as, I think, an assumption on the part of a lot of people, though it has never come from Bill Belichick himself. I always think, and again, this is just my own gut feeling, having been around this organization closely now for 7 years, but not being an insider, that, the best way to phrase how Bill Belichick looks at everything is, what's the best way to win a championship, period. And if he thinks that Tom Brady is the best quarterback to do that going forward next year and the following year at this point, then Tom Brady will be back here. If he wants to, move on from Tom Brady, it's not. And again, I'm in the minority in some media circles locally. I don't know about I can't speak for everybody, but then there may be more of a likelihood than a possibility that the Patriots move on. That's the football part of it. And I can understand Belichick and the Patriots have always been ahead of the curve when it comes to the game on the field. And you look at the direction the league has gone, the trend of NFL teams and NFL offenses, but also important to note from the high school ranks to the college ranks, the trends there. The game has really gone from the bottom up in terms of the way it's played. I don't know if you'd agree with that. The college offenses impacting the way NFL coaches now handle these young players, from offensive linemen to skilled players, and especially at the quarterback position. You also look at the fact that Patriots have gone 22-9 in the last 31 games. 5 of those 9 losses have been against former Belichick players or assistants, including 2 losses to Mike Vrabel's Titans, 1 to Brian Flores, 1 to Bill O'Brien, Matt Patricia last year.
Secrets out.
And so I think, they always try to change their tendencies. Nobody self-scouts better than the Patriots. But again, I think that's a factor you have to consider. How much do they want to evolve the offense and move it in a different direction? But having said all that, I also think that it comes down to cost value, and that's ultimately what it is when the decision is made on a lot of these guys. And I think if Tom Brady is willing to take a deal with Robert Kraft, I think having the interest, as he said to Peter King, he'd like to see Tom Brady retire as a Patriot. And I don't believe that Bill Belichick has made up his mind. And I don't think Tom Brady knows what's going to happen. I don't think any of us know what's going to happen. But I do think that, and this is probably my heart talking more than my head or my gut. But I think in the end, if there's not an offer that's out there elsewhere in a market that suits Tom Brady personally and professionally, because I can't foresee him wanting to go somewhere just to get paid but not have a chance to win. But he's a guy who's taking less than market value at quarterback. He's earned the right to go shop himself out on the open market and then come back to the Patriots and see if there's an interest. I still believe, based on what he said himself the other night, not what other people have said through, the back channels from the various camps and, various people around him, that nobody knows. He doesn't know. Bill, I think, is going to formulate the decision that he thinks is in the best interest of the team. And ultimately it comes down to, what's out there, and would Robert Kraft be willing to match it or at least approximate it enough, with also, I think, the promise, or at least, the indication that the Patriots will fortify their offense around him. That's just the way I feel.